I'll go back to what I was saying, Paul. When you get good enough to run the show on 3 different platforms with everything I'm having to do, and every time I go to start it, I go, crap, I forgot this. Paul goes, you do that every week. And I'm thinking like, well, you get your ass over here and run it off on my side.
It seems like you could learn eventually.
Hey, guys, I think we're live right now.
I know we are. So what's the point?
These fine folks think we're a well-oiled machine.
We are.
Well, y'all need to go for the re-show, then you'll see what it's really like back here.
All right.
You'll see what it's really like back here. I get comments like Paul go, you forget that. I can see him crossing his arms going, you forget that every week. And I'm like...
Just feel the love. Feel the love.
Yeah, just feel the love. Anyway, welcome to y'all. Shut the heck up. Welcome to Shop with Russ, and we're here arguing before the beginning of the show. Chris Nealon's watching on Twitch and YouTube. Thank you, Chris Nealon, for being out there and watching on us both on both platforms. I appreciate it very much. They give me heck before the show. You don't understand.
No, we give you worse than
heck before every show. So, but anyway, when you're running 3 different platforms at one time, it's kind of hard. And I'm getting to my point in age. Dan Inge, thank you for being out there, Dan from Dan Inge Woodworking. I'm getting the point in my life and age where my thoughts are not crisp and clear like they used to be. So it takes me a few seconds,
They're
get
not
up
even
to
clear
it.
and crisp.
Anyway, welcome to Let's Talk Shop with Russ.
Good evening.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Table saw needs a new belt there, buddy.
Yeah. So anyway, but we do monitor 3 different platforms, and the crickets that you hear in the background, if you can hear them, are real live crickets. They're not fake. This is the fake stuff right here.
Is Buddy Holly here too?
That's the fake stuff.
For you PETA people, no crickets.
Those over there are the real stuff. My son left me with a lizard, and he's in this room, and I have to feed him, and he eats crickets. So I have a live little cricket thing over there that keeps him going. So anyway, I'm trying to see if we're live on Twitch.
We are live on Twitch. I can concur that.
Thank you very much. That's cool. And on Facebook. I know we're live on Facebook because Chris Nealon's over there commenting. So thank you, Chris Nealon.
Hire him.
Yeah, hiring. Chris Nealon. All right. So Frenzy Wicked Truth is out there. Aussie Man is always here. Rick St. Louis. Chris Nealon. Go back, old cranky. Which I wonder who that is.
Dan Inge?
Yeah, Dan Inge from Dan Inge Woodshop. Hey, y'all call him out as y'all see him. I mean,
what happened?
Kilroy's out there too. Oh no, wait, that's me.
Yeah, that's you. So anyway, all y'all people are out there. Thank you for being out there. I appreciate it very, 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 very much. And if I missed you, I'm sorry. I'll make it up to you some way, somehow, some shape or some form. Tonight, we have Jim Dockrell back on. Jim Dockrell was in the first of the year around, I think it was around January, actually, when he was on, and he is he's bought a church and is converting it into a house or a hotel kind of thing. Anyway, he'll explain it to us. We had him on before and he explained a lot of stuff, but he's made a lot of progress in it. And he was on the show last week, and I've been watching some of his videos, and he said something. I said, "Hey, Jim, why don't you go on the show next week and give us an update on what you're doing?" And he goes, "Sure, come on." So here he is. Lo and behold, here he is. So if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. I would appreciate it. I mean, just to go over there and hit that subscribe button, that would be very grateful. Give me a thumbs up. I mean, if you like what you're seeing, give me a thumbs up. I'd appreciate that too. And also, if you hit that little bell up there in the corner, that will remind you anytime I go live or post a video, so you'll know when and what we are doing. And before I go any further, let me talk about my wonderful sponsors, and they are Devobal Technologies. For web design, development, hosting, visit devobal.com. FastCap. Innovative products for the professional woodworker, go to fastcap.com. Rockler, 60 years in woodworking. Create with confidence. Visit rockler.com. Bearwood Supply Company, your best choice for hard-to-find woodworking supplies. Go to bearwood.com. Klingspor, the sanding specialist, woodworkingshop.com. Seiko, the scroll saw specialist, seiko.com. My wonderful sponsors. Go over there and buy something from them. Tell them Russ sent you. And just a real quick, I've had a lot of, I'm doing a lot of stuff on my laser. And as of today, I had never posted on Etsy or done anything. As far as selling stuff, it's always been by word of mouth. But I have several people that are selling for me, and they're saying that it would be a lot easier if I had some of my stuff where they could actually tell them to go and view it. And so as of today, or not today, it's been open for a little while. I have actually opened a store on my website. And so I would just like to announce that. Let me see if I can go down here and say, share my screen.
Sharing.
Now, why did it just disappear?
Because Paul didn't do it.
Paul didn't do it, yeah.
Okay, I have no idea why I did that. Let's try one more time. Yeah, Paul's actually not in control of this, so.
You don't think I'm in control of it. Al, help me.
One more time. Share screen. Share.
Yes, there you go.
Dun, dun, dun.
All right.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah. So this is actually on my website, simplywoodencreations.com, and these are some of the items I have up that you can come and look at and for sale. If you would like to come and look at them. So I am doing customizable doormats. And also, I'm really pushing the doormats and actually the home wood plaques. In other words, putting your names and everything in there. I made this one actually for me and my wife. This is the first one I sold off of that after I talked to a friend of mine. And he was like, yeah, actually I posted mine and he said, I want one of those. So
was that Skidmore or Skidmark? Which one was it supposed to be?
All right, now be careful. That's a close friend of mine. So
I'm sorry. They probably never
it's
heard that.
Skidmore, and there's.
Boy, you're taking the heat off of me, Jim.
I know it's my turn to take heat this week.
This is a bowl. I mean, people think I do scroll sawing and other stuff only. No, I actually do turning. This is a nice poplar bowl I turned. That's the back side of it. So I have like about 30 or 40 bowls stacked that I still have left over I could sell. I have a bunch of them on. And this is actually my Antarctica squirrel.
That's cool.
That I have for sale also. And the God Bless America. Or God Bless the USA, I should say. That's scroll saw, by the way. That is not laser cut. I scrolled that all out by hand. And that's I think that's a walnut. No, that's I don't remember the wood on the back. I have to go look at it. It's walnut or cherry for a backer for it.
Scroll sawing is real woodworking.
Yeah.
Craftsmanship.
So, anyway, so my store's up. If you would like to contribute or help me out in any way, I would appreciate it. Yeah, and like I said,
division.
A bunch of my family members are, actually helping me along, and they're going like, a lot of people asking, well, does he have a store on the web? Can I go look at what he has? And so I only want it small. Only want, actually, I'm only posting 10 things, I think it is at a time up there. I'll rotate them out every once in a while. And that's just because I'm not trying to get into the big store thing. I do mostly word by mouth. But it seems to be that if people can click on something and go look at it and it's online, they actually think it's true. And then they can see the picture and go, oh, yeah. I like that. I want one of those, I'm working on putting up the tumblers because I can engrave tumblers, too, with my laser. And I've been very successful on that. And so I'm working on putting them up there and giving a price on there. And so it's just something, like I said, I get sales people asking me if you've been in it for 30 years, you always have somebody asking you, can you make this or can you make that? But when people are going out there and they see a tumbler and they go, where'd you get that from? How'd they make that? And you go, wow, hey, call my dad or go to simplywoodencreations.com on the store and you can see it. He can make you one too. So that's what that's all about. It's just kind of like, so they have a place to come and look at some of the stuff I'm doing. So that being said, Paul, where can we find you?
Well, you can find me here for a limited time, I think, or hopefully not a limited time. But you can find me here. And you can find me on YouTube at Paul's Messy Workshop. And you can find me on Instagram at Paul's Messy Workshop. And that's about it. I only got one gig and this is it.
Okay. Brenda.
I'm Brenda, Brenda G's Designs. You'll find me about any place on the internet if you look for Brenda G's Designs. I have a Facebook page. I have a Etsy store. I have a YouTube channel. My YouTube channel has my live stream they're doing Thursday nights. Generally with Matt Haas, but this week we've got a special guest, and it's going to be your one and only here, Jim Dockrell is going to be co-host. So we may or may not have a channel once me and him get through with it on Thursday night.
Well, that's why it's important to watch this episode.
I also do some comedy and I do some crafting over on my channel.
Two things. Number one, people are asking, where's Dixon? Dixon is camping. So he's not going to be here tonight. Really, he's camping. Where the hell he's camping at? I don't know. He didn't tell me it was in West Virginia or North Carolina, or he's actually from Canada. So I would hope, or no, he's not from Canada. Where the hell is he?
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. Okay. Well, maybe he went to Canada to go camping. So
He's land up under over.
I don't
Yeah.
think they'll let him in up there.
Through.
he's not going to be here
Wisconsin.
tonight.
No,
because he's
The
camping.
Canadian border is still closed.
Till
So
the
Canadian,
ninth.
so can't be in Canada. So, Brenda, you've been doing some things with your tiles that you've been painting and everywhere. So I want you to show them off and show the people what you're doing, and I'm going to give you the full screen. So go ahead.
Ooh.
Well, I paint tiles and I make coasters out of them. Of course, you could take the backings off of them and put them on the wall. I put felt on the back, but I do these with alcohol ink, and I heat treat them so that you can set your hot cups on them and don't have to worry about them becoming marred. This is up on Etsy. And then here's one that I finished up the other day. I don't have this one up on Etsy yet.
Ooh,
So
beautiful.
some brighter colors. And then here's one that I haven't heat treated or put the backing on yet. Just
That's cool.
It is. That is actually cool as crap.
little freehand artwork there. So
Well, usually crap's hot, so I can't use. I didn't need to take that back. So.
Right. Yeah.
So you want to see my artwork there with the tiles, go over there to the Etsy store, Brenda G's Designs, and you'll see all my tile work.
Yeah, go over there and check out her stuff. She's got soap, she's got fragrances, she's got all kinds of stuff over there on Etsy. I want to tell you, the first one, the yellow one, have you sold it yet?
No, it's up on Etsy.
It's mine.
It goes as a set. There's two of them in the set listed together.
All right, they're mine.
Well, you need to get over there and buy them then.
Well, I will. I'm just telling you what for. They're mine. So they're mine. Donald.
Howdy. I'm Donald Vlasifies from Donald Vlasifies Woodshop on YouTube. My Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all's over there. And I got a website called redneckknowhow.com. You can find me there or on the couch sleeping.
Okay. Jim Bashir's.
Jim Bashir's, my YouTube channel is Driveway Workshop, and it is slowly but surely getting unburied. I went out there and worked on it yesterday and about killed myself, but I can see things now, so that's a good thing. Hey, can you open the screen up for me real quick? Alex sent me over something he wanted to show everybody for his thumbs up. If you could do that.
Yeah, we're waiting.
Well, let me.
You are full stream.
Huh.
Is this a guy that was talking about Russ not being able to figure things out?
Yep, that was me. Where's the accept thing?
Paul, are you handling his stream too, Paul?
I'm not doing anything.
Okay. Oh wait, here we go. Nope, that's not it. All right, cancel it. I don't know.
This show is now copyright infringed, and Russ will make no money off of it.
All right, we'll come back to you later, Jim, because obviously you can't figure out where the heck it's at.
You
I
need
just
some
need to
help.
know how to share my screen. Hey, wait,
It's
here
at
it
the
is.
bottom.
Share screen. Yeah.
Share and then pick the screen itself.
That would be
Share.
that button down there that says share.
All right. Can you guys see it yet?
No.
Oh, hold on. Yeah,
Yeah,
it just
Russ is
popped
got
up
it.
so I
This
can-
is worse
it
than
just
Cisco.
popped up.
There you
Now,
go.
it is.
Okay, there we go. Oh, what happened?
Well, you did.
And beyond.
There it is.
Well,
I don't know what the heck I'm doing here.
Uh-oh.
I'm just like
Jim
20 times a
decided he
day for
had
work.
enough of this. He's going back.
all
to
right.
Tap that.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. So, you see it?
No.
You're going to run Jim off.
Yes, folks, pro streamers at work. You've seen it here. Welcome back, Jim.
Yeah, somehow
There it
I.
is. Well, I can't tell if you're seeing it or not.
Russ kicked the guest out.
All right.
Can you see it?
Yes.
Yep. Can
Okay,
see it
that's Alex's thumbs up.
actually like this. Cool.
Alex, who?
Yeah.
Oh, is that underneath?
Yes, I can't see
That's
his
really
name, so I can't
cool.
pronounce it. Yeah,
Spoon.
so he's making a thumbs up.
Awesome.
So
Awesome.
when you did your thumbs up thing, that's when it got started in the chat. Okay, I'm done embarrassing myself, so I'm going to shut this off, stop sharing, and I'm done.
Very good, Alex.
Way to go,
right.
Alex.
Al, have I told you to introduce yourself?
No, I think it got all kind of switched around.
Yeah, I know. So therefore, Al, go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm Al Forte, Odessa Woodworking and Maker Shop. Just for fun, I do 3D printing, woodworking, CNC work. I don't have a laser. I'm not on Etsy. I've been making these coins lately that you can probably scan them and go to my Twitch channel. I stream on Twitch 2 p.m. Sundays at Kilroy79763, as you can see right there. And anyway, point being is I really enjoy being here too. I also do the Nostalgia podcast with Hobby from Hobby's Woodshop at 9 p.m. And you can find me all over the place at Kilroy79763. How's that for an introduction?
75309.
79763. Just search for that and you'll find me everywhere. YouTube, Facebook, I forget, Instagram, Twitter, but not Etsy. I'm not on Etsy.
Chris.
Thank you.
Hey gang, Chris here from the Old Cranky Workshop. I'm also starting an Etsy page. It's not up and released yet, but you'll find me on YouTube and Facebook. And I just dropped some more of my starfish off at the
Nice.
store. So hopefully they'll sell. We shall see.
Excellent, Chris. Can I say one more thing?
What? No.
As soon as Chris finishes.
What?
If you don't find me in the shop, I'm usually in the pool. So
What, Al?
Well, I wanted to wait for Chris to finish.
I am
So
finished. I bequeath my remaining minutes to the gentleman from Texas.
thank you, sir. So I've been eating these Aussie bites, and I'm pointing this out to Bill since we spoke
What
about
the hell's an Aussie bite?
That's the thing. An Aussie bite is
It's a kangaroo turd.
delicious.
Yeah, that figures that Al would eat
These things are 130 calories a piece.
It's
Yeah,
kangaroo.
it figures that you'd eat a piece of.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Delicious. So I only eat 2 of them. Anyway, I rescind the rest of my time. Thank you very much, Chris.
It's
Hey,
kangaroo
Russ, you
food
forgot
with
to thank your
Vegemite.
sponsors.
Yes.
do what?
You forgot to thank your sponsors.
Oh, you
Dude.
did?
You.
You.
I already
forgot.
thanked my sponsors at the beginning of the show.
He did.
It's when you was taking
Yeah.
your nap. Paul.
Oh, is that when it was?
Yeah.
I don't recall it either, but my opinion.
I don't remember it,
Right.
and I
And I
mentioned
will
it.
bet
I mentioned it to Paul.
$100 right up front right now that I said all my sponsors at the
No,
beginning.
I'm not going to bet.
$100.
Aussie man
If Russ
even
is
had it
right,
in the
I
chat.
apologize because I
No,
mentioned it.
$100
I
to
couldn't
anybody out there, and $100 to anybody out there that says I did not show my sponsors. Or
I
talk
want to know
about
what
my-
y'all been smoking.
$100.
Passing by
Bet
me.
right up front. Anybody come up? Come on, let's go. $100 out there to anybody that says I did not do it at the beginning of the show. $100.
Yeah. I
Do
just
you remember when he
$100.
said, go over there and buy something from him, tell him Russ sent you? Don't you remember that part?
Nope.
$100 right up front.
I thought he was
I'll
talking
bet
about buying
you-
stuff
hey,
in your store,
You
Brenda.
could win a quick $100 off of this thing. Just challenge me and said, no, you did not show the sponsors.
I am
Sorry,
going-
Brett, type it
I
in
am
there,
going
Russ,
back in the
you
timeline.
did not show your sponsors or talk about your sponsors. Type it in there. You can win $100 right now.
Hey, Ozzy Man says you did, but you missed yourself.
Yeah, well, I might have missed myself.
No,
but-
he spent a lot of time on himself.
Leonard Davis says you did.
I know I did it. I'm not.
Okay, I'm just telling you what they were playing.
Okay.
I did it.
I just didn't want you to forget if you hadn't done it.
Leonard, excuse the show for tonight because everybody out there is just don't know what the hell they're talking about.
What are you talking about? I agreed with. I said you did.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, Donald.
I just want to know. I just wanted to know what y'all was smoking that you ain't passing by me.
All right. So we need to get on with the show. Jim's sitting over there going like, "Why am I even here tonight?" All right, Jim.
Hi. Good day, eh? From
Yeah.
the Great White North.
Jim was back on the show back in January, and he is taking a church that he bought. How much? Did you ever say how much property you have? Like now, I don't know. Can you convert it to acres as far as
I don't know if I don't know what it converts to acres. 25,000 square feet of property.
Okay,
a couple of acres.
Couple of acres. Okay, that's good enough. Couple of acres, yeah. And so you purchased this church and everything, and you decide you were going to turn it into your residence and also for a school, so to speak.
It's rooms for housekeeping rooms for rent.
Yeah.
Okay. It's kind of like a bed and breakfast without the breakfast, but we have free coffee.
Okay.
Well, so the most important part's there.
And he was showing some of the stuff that he was doing on it back. And last weekend when we had the show, we came. He was in there, and I said, "Hey Jim, how you doing on that?" And anyway, long story short, he's here. So give us an update on what you're doing and where it's going. And when you get ready for the pictures, let me know so I can give you full screen and you can talk about them.
Okay. First of all, I should say you can find me at Jim Dockrell on YouTube and Watertone Workshop on Instagram. I haven't been posting much on YouTube because I've been too busy. So yeah, anyways, we had the whole septic tank fail on us, or the whole septic system, so we had to have that replaced.
Ouch. No way. This has been since January?
Yeah, surprise. So that was a shock. But we
now you're not connected to like a city sewer, so you had to replace Did you have to replace the tank or just the leach system?
The whole kit and caboodle. Right from the house. Yeah. Yeah. Fortunately, we have a neighbor just down the street here, and that's what he does. And he did it for a really good price and did just a fantastic job on. Got the permits and did the leach tests and designed it all and came in at a really good price and did a really fantastic job.
Yeah, I bet you kind of like when you woke up in the morning and you found out that your toilets wouldn't flush, you were really shocked, weren't you?
Well, they were always flushing. The problem was we kept having a sewer smell outside. It's pretty much since we got here. And what was happening was it was going to the tank, and then the tank was draining into the distribution box. And from after that, nothing. So it was all blocked up, the bed. Now this place was built in 1961. So wow. the tank and everything wouldn't meet today's standards. So I had to get that replaced. And it's like 5,500 liters, and I don't know the conversion on that. It's a 14-foot long tank.
Yeah.
14-foot long tank.
Right.
Big plastic tank.
Well, I guarantee you that was a big upset as far as financially and on what you're trying to do.
You see I've got a video and it's entitled "Oh Crap," literally, on my YouTube channel, and it shows the tank on the trailer, and it's just gigantic, but it's all state of the art now. So it's up to the max. So yeah, and other than that, all the windows we had put in November, I've taken them all out and put them in properly. I hired a guy to do it, and it's normally stuff that I do myself, and but we needed them fast, and They got a guy to come in and put these windows in, and they were all crooked and with the building, and nothing lined up properly and hardly any insulation around them. And so we pulled out all the ones on the upper floors and reinstalled them, my wife and I, and now I'm trimming them out on the outside. So that's my latest little project.
Can I ask you a question? Are there any repercussions to the guy that installed them? Are you going to try to?
No. By the time I went through all the rigmarole, I'd be no farther ahead. It never makes you whole. The only people that would make money are lawyers.
Yeah.
Right.
So
you're right. I got you on that
but you know, like I've got several tens of thousands of dollars of work to be done here, and I know who I'm not going to be hiring.
Yes. You know, and I hate to interrupt you, but that's the case. So many times, things around my house, when I thought about, you know, as I'm getting older, I'll hire somebody to do it. And then I see so many people, and as of you, put these horror stories out, and I'm going like, you know what? I'm just going to get off my butt and do it. It's because I know what needs to be done. I know how to do it. And maybe it takes me 2 days and they'll be in here and out in 1 day, but at least it's done right.
Yeah, well, I keep saying that I can still do an honest day's work. It just takes me a week to do it.
That's where I'm at. Yes. So go on with you. Tell us what's going on, other.
What else? Yeah, the grass is growing over the weeping bed now. And I've got a trailer full of scrap to bring to the dump, and it's just like one thing after another. The new sink we put in downstairs, it cracked, so had to put a new sink in down there. You know, it's just one thing after another. But we're having fun doing it. Yeah. You know, I've built actually some of my old windows. I'll show that in my photos. I've replaced some windows that I built myself, and you know, we're just getting the one side going right now until we can get that getting steady on that. We've had a lot of workers. This area of the world in Wawa, Ontario, it's booming. We've got gold mines opening up and gold mines expanding, and they have it's called an Energy East project, where they're taking the hydro from here and putting lines in to go out west, and it's just crazy with the amount of workers around here. And nobody can find places to stay. So our biggest bread and butter right now for renting rooms are workers. And a lot of them come in and, you know, they're 21 days on and 10 days off. So they come and rent for 3 weeks. And we give them a pretty good deal. And it's been okay. You know, we're not getting rich, but, you know, the bills are paid.
Well, I mean, at the beginning, when you buy something like you bought it and then have to turn around and put as much into it as you have to put into it, and then turn around and have to replace the whole septic system, yeah, you're saying bills are being paid. I'm looking forward to 3 years from now where you're going to be at.
That's what we're thinking. And, you know, like any new thing getting off the ground, it's always slow start and everything. So,
yeah,
you know, we've ordered a sign and we've got that outside, and, you know, we're getting inquiries and that, and we're getting a slow trickle, and a lot of our customers are repeat customers. So we must be doing something right.
Donald, did I interrupt you? Would you ask a question?
I was just going to make a smart comment.
What?
I don't even remember. Oh, I was talking about the septic tank. I was going to ask them, you know, now even at getting it at a good price, now what are you going to do since you're broke? I've seen the price of those things going in. They ain't cheap.
No, they're not. They're not. This guy came in, him and his his brother-in-law or whatever. And the nicest guys you ever want to meet. Boy, they worked hard. And he had his own little Kubota mini excavator, and he was just like magic with that thing. It was just fantastic to watch.
I've seen some of them go in there. It'd have been cheaper to buy a new house.
Yeah. Well, see, we're lucky here. This is really sandy soil here, so it leaches really well. So We didn't have to add any.
Before we go any further, I just want to point out some of the people out there in the chat. Frenzy Wicked Truth, Aussie Man is with us. Leonard Davis. Anybody help me out there? James Parker's out there.
Jimbo. Hey,
Yeah,
Jimbo.
Leonard's out there.
Leonard
This
Davis.
one's for Jimbo.
Buster
Michelle-
Scott. And Buster,
A.
we are actually watching you over there on Facebook. So sorry that it took me so long to get back to you. But Buster, we're watching you over there on Facebook.
Frenzy Wicked Truth is out there.
Yep. Leonard Davis.
Alex Afanasiev is also out there. Hope I pronounced that right.
I hope you did that right too, because you're better than me. All right. That's just, but everybody out there,
Michelle Marcoux is also out there.
Michelle Marcoux, yes.
Bonsoir.
Michelle Marcoux. Enjoy him being out there. Him and Aussie Man and Dan Inge from Dan Inge Woodworking are actually the three people that have watched me from, for years and years and years. I'm serious.
I think Niantic River Woodcrafting, Chris Nealon.
Well, Chris Nealon? You're talking about Chris Nealon?
Yes.
Chris Nealon's been out there for a long time, too. Yes. Yes.
Russ,
Chris Nealon said he's watching me on 2 streams. So.
Russ, I had a little story that I wanted to tell you real quick that I know you and the audience would get a kick out of.
All right, go ahead.
Well, I need to go up to the bank the other day to make my car payment. And you can't get in the lobby up there. You got to do it through the drive-through, And I've been doing this for a year now, so you'd think that they'd know who I am. And I've been doing business with this bank for 9 years, but, seeing me through the drive-through, you'd think they know who I am. Well, I put my money in the little thing, that shoots back into the bank, and the lady says good morning to me, and I said good morning back, and you hear, the rattling around where she's processing the money, and she puts my receipt in the tube and sends the tube back out to me, and as I reach for the tube, she says, "Thank you, Debbie."
Oh, perfect.
She did know who you are. Oh my goodness.
I thought, well, either my name ought to be Debbie or Russ has been talking to him up at my bank.
Oh my God. That is about the funniest thing I ever heard.
There you go. I knew you
were trying to figure out what's going on. When Brenda first came on and was on my show and everything, for some strange reason, and I do not understand why, I called her Debbie. Over, not once, not twice.
It was a weekly
not
thing.
3 times. I called her Debbie for the longest time, and it took me forever to figure that out. So for that to happen is just it's freaking hilarious.
I wouldn't put it
So
down
hold on. Only thing I can say is you just look like Debbie, and you better thank God that you don't look like Karen. All right, back to Jim. Jim, you know how the show goes. You've been here before. So I'm sorry we interrupt all these things. Do you? You said you had a whole lot of pictures. You want to get started?
Yeah, I got a few pictures. Just hold. Let me share my screen here. See if I can do this better than Paul does.
It's pick on Paul Day. It's pick on Paul Day.
Well, this is just down the road from us. This is the kind of country we live in. This is Magpie Falls. I didn't build that. we've been taking little breaks here and there and going and seeing what's around, and there's a lot of waterfalls around here.
But if you stay at Jim's Bed and Breakfast, you have to go there to get your shower.
Yeah. Hey, Jim, what's the temperature there right now?
63 degrees.
It's 97 here, so you're actually rubbing salt in the wound, man.
All right, go ahead, Jim.
So this is a photo of the bathroom just after I built it. And
have you got a picture of it after the septic tank backed up in it?
There'll be a shot of something here.
Okay.
We're getting echo from somebody.
So that's the window I replaced. Now those two outer panes, they used to be like a red plastic.
Like you'd put over a light.
Like you'd put over a fluorescent light. So I built my own windows and installed them and made them fit. And there's the window. You can see how I put the little dado on the edge of it, the groove, to fit them in properly, double pane them, sealed them all up.
Now, why do you double pane them? And I know why you double pane them, but I want you to explain to why you double pane them for some people that don't understand.
It's for the insulation value. The dead air space helps with the insulation value.
Right.
So anyway, so another window that I replaced, this is what I found inside of it.
Oh, so yeah,
that was a nice surprise.
Looks like my house.
Yeah. And then the chapel doors, I took off the chapel and I put them into our living area. So I had to cut those down and put those in. And they have like a little detent on them, so they'll stay open by themselves.
Oh, cool.
So that's looking down into where those three windows were that I.
So you move. Whoa, go back to that picture, please. So those doors were in a different place?
Yeah, they were in a different part of the building. There's like two parts of the building. There's a chapel side.
You move those, cut them down, and put them into size and put them there.
Yeah, and that's because our guests come into this lobby just down the stairs through the door there. And that gives us our privacy.
Right. Okay, cool.
So then if you walk about 5 minutes from my place, you can see this. And that's
beautiful.
That's cool.
That is, I want to come stay there for a couple of days or 3 days.
You can. After August 9th, if you're fully vaccinated.
Yeah, so I'm serious. I would love to see that area, especially in the fall.
We can walk about 10 minutes, and we can hit that bridge the other way. And then about 5 minutes, you come just on the other side of that little house there, that little shack. You can come out in that little lagoon area there, and you can be up closer to it. And it is beautiful.
It is beautiful.
Rugged beauty for the North Country. So, here's that same window, and I've finished trimming it out there. So I've trimmed it all out in cedar. So that's that completed. And that's our backyard. You can see through the window there. It's well treed.
Beautiful.
And there's one of the toys I got to play with. I rented that when the septic tank went south, or the septic system went south, and got to play with that for a little while and dig things out. And that's what I found. That's the distribution box.
Yeah,
and that was really nice smelling.
Oh, I guarantee it was. It was odoriferous.
It was. So we had it actually open and just draining open for about a week, and just till everything got set up. And there's what the guys did. There's the guy's machine over there, his little Kubota on the left there. And what they do, they don't use pipes anymore. They got the white pipes going into, and it's called infiltrator. And they're just like a little hut. And the pipe goes into there, and I got 210 feet of that. 5 rows, 8 feet apart. So that's the new septic system coming from you can see the junction box.
There's no more rock and no more visqueen.
No, it's all.
In my day, they would dig a trench, they would pour rock in it, they would lay out the pipe, they would pour rock over it, and then they would cover it with visqueen.
Well, we have the perfect sandy soil for septic systems here.
Jim, what type of permitting did you have to get or engineering plans or anything like that?
The plans had to be sent in, and they had to go to the local authority, Algoma Health, which is located in Sault Ste. Marie, which is about 2.5 hours from here. So then the guy approved the permit. The guy came and did the work, and before he buried everything, he had to come up and have it inspected and everything.
Yes,
and it was $900 for the permit.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah.
Septic tank to replace out. I have some land out west for one family dwelling is going to run me $20,000 just replace the septic.
Yeah, that's not surprising. This cost us around 15,000.
Yeah.
Canadian, which is about like $1.98 American. So one thing about here too is this guy across the street right here, the little car there. He's a potter and does all kinds of artwork and that on ceramics and that. He does all of his own. He's got a little shed there, and he's got his own little kiln in there and everything. There's lots of artists around this area. It's a pretty neat little community. So, there's the bathroom, and that's dressed out now with the extra furniture and everything in.
Downstairs.
So again, I did all the trim and everything in it myself, and that's one of our bedrooms. That's an example of one of our bedrooms. So it's double beds, fair size room, and really comfortable. And our main thing is everything's new and clean. So, and my wife it's her gig, and she's pretty fanatical about keeping it in good shape. And then we've got like the 4 rooms. We have 4 bedrooms, and they share a kitchenette. So we've got a microwave and a full-size fridge and a Keurig coffee maker with free coffee, tea, and an oven, a convection oven toaster. Then if you look from the kitchen, we've got a little living room with a TV in there for the guests to share. And so it's pretty comfortable. And it's nice and cozy. And there's one of our visitors that comes around quite often. That was right beside our shed, right just outside our door.
Outside our living room window.
Yeah, right outside. That's taken from my living room window. He was interested in the bird seed, or she was. And he comes around pretty regular. He came around one morning. I seen it. It was across the street. There's a dumpster there, and opened the dumpster like he knew exactly what he was doing, and walked around the edge of it, all the way around the 2-inch edge of it, and then dropped in and came running out with a bag in his mouth.
There you go.
Ran like a dog stole your steak.
Yeah. So there's the front of our house. We live upstairs, and our rooms are downstairs. So the bathroom is the second from the right window, the one that's only a half window. That's the bathroom. Then moving to your left is 2 bedrooms, and then the last 2 windows are the kitchenette area. And then upstairs, the 3 windows on the left are our living room, and then our bedroom, and then our own bathroom. So there's 1,900 square feet in this section on one floor. So that's getting closer to looking at the windows that I've been trimming out. And I've done them all in cedar. I haven't made up my mind if I'm going to put any kind of finish on them or not. We might just let them go gray naturally. So, and each one of those is 7 pieces, and no 2 pieces are the same. So I have to do one window at a time. I couldn't match them out.
Nope.
So there's a layer, there's the sill and a bottom layer, and that's to put the trim on, have something to attach to the trim. And then the trim goes over top of that. So it's all lined up and then caulked in and everything naturally. And that's a detailed shot of the sill. You see there's a little kerf in the bottom of it, so the water doesn't wrap around to the wall. It actually has a drip edge to break the momentum of the water.
How far away is your like Home Depot-ish kind of place where you buy all that?
We have one home building center in town.
Oh, that's nice.
Actually, I had to drive for the Saldus Cedar. I bought it from a place called Searchmont. Took me 3 hours to drive there.
Gig.
And through goat trails. So, yeah, some of the roads are pretty rough. I have a truck with 4-wheel drive, and I use the 4-wheel drive. So,
I just want to point out one thing. Go back to that picture.
Yeah.
There are not a lot of people that understand that groove underneath. I mean, my dad taught me that years and years and years ago, and it was not only on sills, it was on a lot of other applications that was also. If you had an outdoor door, he used to put the top header overextending the door, so to speak, by a couple of inches and put a groove in that so that the water didn't come down and go back toward the door, but it dripped off the edge. So there's not a lot of people that understand that the significance of that groove and what you're putting in there and what it's for.
Yeah,
Russ?
the water will grip to the underside of the wood, and I can't remember what the technical term of that is. But it will and drip all the way back to the wall and then drip down the wall. And this provides a break for that.
Yes.
It stops it. And it's only a tiny, tiny groove. Doesn't need to be much.
Hey, Russ?
That's where you get that rod in there from that other picture you had.
We have Josiah Dockrell out on Facebook.
That's my son.
And
He's
says,
busting your chops.
Yeah, he wants to know, are there any lumber mills you can buy directly from?
There's a few of them, but not all of them are really on the go right now.
And he also wanted to make a point. He said, you don't have a truck, you have a Ford.
You have a Ford.
Yeah, well, he drives a Dodge, so he doesn't know what he's talking about.
I love your son. I'm a Dodge man. Dodge is number one. Dodge is number one. Hey, Josiah, you and me will get along great. Your dad, not so much.
As long as you're going downhill.
Trying to find a truck last year when we were moving up here was a nightmare.
I'm just teasing with you because I got news for you. There's a piece of crap Fords, there's a piece of crap Chevys, and there's a piece of crap Dodges. Trust me.
Yeah, well, if it's got, never mind.
Josiah says Mopar or no car.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't buy a Dodge because I've owned 2 of them before.
Yep.
Well, I've owned them my whole life and I love them. So anyway, go on with your pictures, my friend.
Actually, that's the last one.
Oh, that's the last one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just picked out a few of them. So we'll just scroll back here.
Yeah. You've done a tremendous job. I'm going to have to tell my wife that we need to get, we don't have passports yet. And so we're going to have to apply for one. And I heard the other day the news announcing that it would take 6 months now to get a passport. So, I mean, we're not in any hurry to go anywhere. So, but we need to go ahead and get a passport ourselves. So
you can go through an agency and they can expedite it.
Well, as of August 9th, fully vaccinated Americans can come to Canada, which is pretty good because August 15th weekend, the salmon fishing derby starts up here. So,
cool.
Like I said, we're only a mile. We're only a mile from Lake Superior down that same river with the waterfalls there, and it's a big event. And it's like snowmobile heaven up here in the wintertime too.
We're only like
and we're not actually right in Wawa. We're just 7-minute drive to Wawa. We're in a little town.
I can hear your wife in the background. Why don't you stick her head in here and say hi?
Yeah.
They can hear you. Why don't you stick your head in here and say hi?
Hi.
Hey, Jim, how far are you from the goose?
7 minutes.
7 minutes
how
from
you
the
get-
goose.
Yeah, that's how you can get a hold of us. 4 Wawa rooms. And we're actually in a little, I guess you'd call it a suburb called Michipicoten. It's a little village. But that's how you can book through us. And we're really inexpensive. We're like half the price of any motel around here.
Al, could you put that out there, please?
Sure. But he needs to put it back up.
Or Wawa.
Oh.
rooms.
For Wawa rooms at gmail.com. Got it.
You know, like your gas station?
Yes.
Okay.
And
Our-
Cumans
our
call
emblem-
buses Wawas also.
Yeah,
The
Wawa.
The Wawa gas station's emblem
For Wawa rooms
is,
at Gmail.
yeah,
Yeah,
I've
you
got it.
got
Al.
it. Yep.
the Wawa gas
Okay.
station's emblem is the same emblem as for our town. Well, our town's been here for a couple of 100 years, so guess where they got it from?
Thieves.
You know, I think it's so awesome what you're doing and what you have done, and I think it's an inspiration to a lot of people that what you're trying to do. You bought a church, you liked it, you saw the vision of turning it into something else other than a church, and that's what you're doing. And I mean, you know, you've had a few hiccups along the way, but I mean, there ain't nobody that's ever bought something and tried to turn it around and do something else with it that don't have hiccups. So I think you're doing a tremendous job. When I see some of the photos you're posting, I'm like, wow, that looks really nice.
Well, that's thanks to my wife mostly. She's the brains behind the operation. I'm just the nail pounder. But it's her gig, and like we came up from Sault Ste. Marie when we were looking for a place, and the drive from Sault Ste. Marie to Wawa is just take your breath away.
Yeah,
It is beautiful.
Now that you purchased it, the stuff you're having to do, are you pretty well on the a financial scale as where I know you've had some setbacks with the septic tank and everything, but are you pretty well on the financial scale? I mean, you're keeping your head above water is what I'm trying to say.
We don't owe any money, but the contingency funds are gone.
Okay.
So, yeah,
I think you just need to make some money.
Yeah, it's got to start paying for itself. Now, we still have the whole chapel side, which is 1,600 square feet. I have my shop in the basement of the chapel. So, but we've got this beautiful big room, and we don't know what to do with it yet. So that's for future consideration. So there's still lots more renovations and things to happen in it. The only problem with the chapel side is there's no water at all over there. So there's no water service. So we're not sure what we're going to do with it yet. We've had lots of ideas. We thought we might put in a confectionery store, or perhaps have open it up for musicians, because it's got a stage and everything, and I've got most of a PA system. We've thought of having local artists, venues in there for painters and potters, and because there's a lot of them around. So we thought maybe.
How hard would it be to add water to that area?
Well, the two buildings aren't connected in the basement, so it's going to be so to getting the water there isn't so bad as getting the water back.
Yeah, because that was what I was thinking. If you do go down that avenue as far as opening it up as a stage area or for musicians to come in and play or whatever, you're still going to have to provide them restrooms.
Yeah, which would mean we'd have to open up they'd have to come through across to the lobby and then use that.
Right.
Which they are connected above ground, the two buildings.
Right.
So
is that going to be a exponentially expensive kind of thing that you have to look into, or Is it?
Yeah, it's going to. Right now, we're just too busy with one thing to get our minds totally wrapped around it yet.
Right.
So, when the thing comes, it'll hit it. For all I know, I might just divide it up and use it as rental for storage space.
Right.
Because, there's not very many storage lockers around here type.
Gotta go to the suit.
So,
Yes. Would it be more feasible? I'm just throwing this out there, and to keep the show going for a few more minutes. Would it be more feasible to even put a separate septic tank system if let's say that you decided to open it up for people to come in and play, musicians and stuff like that, and it hooked up and was real big? Would it be more feasible to put a separate septic tank system in for that, or try to add to yours?
Well, we've thought about that, and we're not sure if it can be done because right behind our property is a big ravine that goes into a creek. So because of the slope and our proximity to the creek, you can't have a septic system so close, right? But still, it may be feasible. We're not quite sure yet.
Yeah, I'm just throwing things out there.
Yeah, it may be possible. We just don't know. So we haven't explored all the avenues yet.
Anybody else got any questions for Jim?
Yeah, I want to know when they're going to have the midget wrestling.
The bear ate the midgets.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you. You say you got workers that come in there and stay, and having been one of these workers at one time, do you have problems with some of them getting a little bit rowdy at times?
No, most of the workers around here, they're working 12 hours a day.
It was none of the crews I've been with.
So when they come in, they want to have a bite to eat, they want to have a beer, and they want to pass out so they can, and they don't have days off. They're here 21 days and they work every day. There's no such thing as a weekend.
Yep.
So how many rooms do you have, Jim?
We have 4 bedrooms for rent.
4 bedrooms. Single, double, king size, queen?
They're all double beds.
Double beds.
Every one of them. Like the picture I showed you, they're all pretty much variation on a theme, right?
Right. Yeah, I remember seeing them from the first time when you were doing that. So
yeah, so it's just simple, clean room. Brand new bed, brand new sheets, brand new pillows, new furniture.
Yeah, when they come in, they're ready. You're ready. They're ready. They're not real willing to party. They want to go to bed.
Yeah. Well, actually, that's the name of our place is Your Room is Ready.
Right.
That's our business name.
Yeah,
I guess you'd call it.
They come in and they're ready to hit the sheets and wake up in the morning and go back to work.
Yeah, and then they come home and their bed's made and their room's vacuumed and dusted and dishes are done and they're ready to go again.
Now, do you have a laundry area where they can do their laundry there?
No, but we do. My wife will do laundry for them. So, that's can be negotiated.
Right. No, but that's pretty nice. So in other words, when they rented the room, they say, well, I need my laundry done. You can say, yeah, we'll do it for like an extra $5 a day or whatever,
Yeah. Well, it's usually by the load, right? If you got a load of laundry,
Right. All right. That's cool.
We've got a great
come up there and just move in.
When we moved up here, we bought the biggest LG washer and dryer you could find. So
pretty cool.
And it sings to you. Now, if you go to where our business name came from, is I made a little video of the tour of the place called Your Room is Ready. And that's on my YouTube channel too. It's slightly out of date. There's been improvements since then, but it takes you through a walkthrough of the whole downstairs. And of course, I've got update videos on my YouTube channel too, showing the whole building.
Right.
So if you want to go to my YouTube channel, Jim Dockrell, it's all there.
Either Al or Brenda, could you put that link to his YouTube channel in there? Brenda is
Brenda do it. She's
Brenda. Yeah, Brenda is like it's there.
My keyboard.
What? It's already up
My
there?
keyboard's messed up. I have keys that stick on my keyboard. It's a cruddy keyboard. I need to get a new one.
Quit spilling stuff on
Yeah,
it.
go over there and visit his webs or YouTube channel. I mean, he's got some interesting videos up there. Brenda just posted. I watched quite a few of them, and I'm really amazed that you took on this project and everything. And
So am I at my age.
how old are you?
I'm 60 years old with a bad knee.
Yeah,
I don't get around
62.
very well.
I'm 62 with a bad back, so we're in the same boat. So yeah, but I mean, yeah, to see some of the stuff you're doing, like the guy put the windows in, you knew they were not good, so you basically had to take them out and redo them. I'm kind of like wow, that's really pretty cool. So
yeah, well, like I said, it keeps me out of trouble. You know?
Yeah. It keeps you busy. It keeps you healthy. If you don't, at your age and my age, if you don't stay active, Paul's Jurassic area. So, but if you don't stay active and do some stuff, you're not going to live to be a long, healthy life.
I got a couple of acres here, and just mowing the lawn with our push mower is a workout.
Yeah,
I get my miles in that day.
I'm always amazed at Paul and how I met him and his wife. We had lunch or dinner together one night. I was amazed at how spry and agile he is. And my hat's off to you, Paul. I hope I can live to be as long or older than you.
If I could do backflips like him, that'd be great.
You're muted.
You're muted, Paul.
I said, I hope I can live to be older.
Yeah. My friend, I hope you can make it until 2030 at least.
Paul ain't but 60 something, is he?
Yeah, because I'll meet you at 2030. Okay, is that a bet?
Sure.
We'll both see each other in 2030.
And
all y'all too. I'll see each and every one of y'all in 2030
at Carrabba's.
At Carrabba's.
No, we're gonna find a real Italian
restaurant. Yeah,
we're going to Hooters, guys. We're going to Hooters.
That's Russ's favorite place.
If I live to 2030, I ain't gonna care no more.
Hey, I hope and pray I live to 2030. Good Lord willing, the creek don't rise. All right, Jim, thank you so very much for being here and showing us all this stuff. And I know we had a lot of shenanigans going on in the beginning, but you know what? Would you put up with these people around me? That
it's like sawdust.
Yeah, it's like, come on. I have to put up with them. And I hear these. Do y'all hear those crickets?
Yep.
I like it all around me. And
I mean, they're making a heck of an. And if you think I'm kidding me, look at this.
But I got to say, it's been a pleasure being on. These group of nuts are all fine people. I've tuned into your.
Kidding me? I have a cricket aquarium, so to speak. So those are real crickets making that noise.
Russ, can you eat one of them?
You got to deep fry it
I don't think I'm going to try to eat one of them.
Just deep fry it.
The lizard I was given loves them to heck. Anyway, what did you say, Jim? Before I interrupted you,
I said these groups of nuts are all great. I'm here pretty regularly on watching your show. I give them a hard time as much as they give a hard time to you.
Should I ban them now? Should I ban them now?
No, Jim Dockrell's a brother from another mother. He's really a cool guy, and I always enjoy talking to him. I enjoy seeing him on Facebook. I enjoy seeing his posts, and I enjoy seeing all y'all out there, each and every one of you. Thank you for being here tonight. I really, really appreciate it. Give me a thumbs up if you don't mind. Thank you for everybody watching. We always try to entertain you in one way, shape, or form. Whether it be from the shenanigans going on between each and every one of us, or it just be for the guests that we have on that shows us some most fantastic things. I enjoyed watching what Jim had to say, and also the pictures he posted and what he's trying to do.
Awesome.
And that's what we try to do each week, is to, give you some informative information, and if not, entertain the hell out of you if we can. So
we'll try.
I appreciate each and every one of you watching. And there's only one thing I need to say. If you're too darn busy to get out in your shop and make some sawdust, you're just too darn busy. Just give me sawdust, lots of sawdust all around me and everywhere. I like it flying all around my shop and even in my beard and hair. Good night, everybody. Thank you for watching, and God bless you all.
Night, y'all.
We'll see ya.
Good night, everybody. Thank you.
Good night.
Remember, you don't have to go home, but you cannot stay here.
And what?
Nope, you can't.
You can come to
What
my
Chris
home.
said.